another message came while you were away. It's on your desk.
Let me guess. That's your final answer?
3 mages have fled to Ferelden, and you have intervened to protect them, as if it is your right to do so. What other answer did you expect, your majesty?
A maybe might have been nice.
I do not deal in maybes. I deal in cold, hard facts. As should you. Perhaps when Ferelden next chooses a king, it will be one that takes his duty to the Maker seriously.
Well, that was awkward.
That's just Meredith's idea of Kirkwall hospitality.
Really? Kirkwall brutality must rip the skin off your face, then.
This is the champion of Kirkwall.
Right, I'm Alistair. King of Ferelden. And this is Tegan, my uncle. Sort of.
I'm actually Tegan. I'm only sort of his uncle.
Your Majesty, may I say what an honor it is to meet you.
Well, you could, but you'd be the first today.
I fought at Ostagar. What happened there was a great tragedy.
Yes, it was. Sadly, Loghain still lives.
Say, weren't you a Grey Warden once?
That's the rumor. Wait. Weren't you?
That's the rumor.
Huh. I guess we get around. I was hoping we could talk. Would have been better timing before being emasculated by Meredith, but I'm not picky.
Things are looking up. It's not often I get called on to meet with foreign leaders.
I know you came here from Lothering, a Ferelden refugee that did well for himself, against all odds. I have to admit, I was hoping your influence in Kirkwall might be of use. Things haven't been going well with Orlais. Without a Viscount here, however, there's only the Knight Commander to deal with.
You were having an argument about mages.
Yes, well, apparently I don't feel the same way about mages as the Chantry does. So, we're in disagreement. That means they get nasty. They're like that.
Sounds like the Circle is better off in Ferelden.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Sadly, I don't control the Circle. I can only deal with mages outside the Circle, of which there aren't many.
Aren't they in your kingdom? Why not just kick the Templars out?
Ha! Easier said than done.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
We'll see what comes of it. Ferelden had a blight to contend with, remember? We're not exactly at our strongest.
You know, with your help, there could be a Viscount.
It's not a terrible idea, really. A lot of people would benefit from Hawke running this town.
That's asking a lot.
It's tempting, but I'm sorry to say that my support won't mean much without the support of the Templars. I suppose it doesn't matter. I was hoping to have your help before Meredith got wind of my arrival, but that's done now. What you can do is protect Kirkwall. It will take someone like you to keep it from falling apart.
Protect Kirkwall from what, exactly?
You ask me, the biggest threat to this city just walked out the door. But maybe that's the ex-Templar in me talking. Well, I suppose we should be getting back.
We should. The hero of Ferelden should be back in Denerim by now.
You're always so formal. He has a name, you know.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Back to the barracks. I never tire of it.
You have no Viscount. It's clear you're suffering without sufficient leadership.
That doesn't grant default authority to you or your commander.
It would be easier if you cooperated.
Wouldn't it?
Guard, Captain.
Trouble?
Yes. He's been hounding me. These Templars strut around as it is, but now it's just out of hand.
Knight Captain Cullen has heard some troubling things.
Such as?
That you coddle the men. Give special treatment.
Someone has dared. Who? Who accuses me of this?
No names given, of course.
No wonder the Lieutenant was harassing me. Bastards. If they think I'm coddling anyone, it'll be my husband, Donnic. You and I will intercept his patrol tonight. Then you can see for yourself if I'm coddling him, or any in my command.
Well, I could do with a breath of fresh air.
Good, because there's no way I would let this go. Cullen wants to know if these things are true. You'll be able to tell him. Donnic's patrol, Hawke. Me and you, tonight. Accuse me of being soft. Not in this lifetime.
How much longer do I have to wait?
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I need your help. The Alluvian won't work, which I'm sure is news that fills your heart with joy. I think I have to go back to the spirit that helped me at the start of all this.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, look at it. Do you think it's supposed to just sit there and show nothing at all? I can feel the power in it, but it's like it's asleep. I can't seem to wake it.
Summoning a demon can't possibly be the only way to fix the mirror. Someone else must know something.
The Alluvian was lost before Arlathan fell. The only creatures who would know anything about it are in the Fade. I've called to the spirit, but he doesn't seem to hear. He was sealed in an artifact on Sundermount. I have to look for him there. But if things go wrong, if he possesses me, I need you to strike me down.
You want to summon a demon that may possess you, then have me kill you. How is that a plan?
Please do this for me. There's no one else I trust. You wanted to save me, didn't you? So save me from hurting anyone else.
If you're determined to do this, then I'll come with you to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Saranas. You've no idea what a relief that is. The demon is sealed in a cave on Sundermount. The sooner we get this over with, the better.
I feel like there's a different law at work in this place. Someone else's rules.
Aveline, you look after Hawke, won't you?
Of course I will. What kind of a question is that?
What about Varric and Anders? You'll watch out for them too?
Meryl, what brought this on?
Anything could happen. You'll protect them, though. That's what you do.
There's nothing to worry about, Meryl.
Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure you.
Welcome home, darling. This isn't a homecoming, Keeper. Why is the clan even here? You should have moved on ages ago.
The clan still has business here, Dalen. We will leave when it is time.
It was time 3 years ago. You can't stay here. Eventually, the humans will force you to leave.
There are plenty of hiding places in these mountains. We will stay until my business is done. If you are not returning to us, what has brought you back?
If one of the Dalish becomes an abomination, what do you do?
If you are hoping the Dalish hold miracles, child, I'm afraid you will be disappointed. Even if the demon is driven out, the soul is left scarred. It can never recover, not truly. Like a wounded animal, it will fall prey to scavengers. The only cure is death.
How can Merrill fix the Alluvian?
I wouldn't restore that cursed thing, even if I could. It has stolen life and promise from my clan already. And this was the least treacherous thing it was capable of doing. You must come to your senses, Merrill. This evil cannot be allowed in our world.
It is part of our world. It has been in our world for centuries. No one is pained more by Mahariel's loss than I, but the mirror wasn't responsible. But I'm wasting my time. You'd rather fear the past than reclaim it. This is pointless, Hawke. Let's go.
Master, what's wrong?
Does anybody else get the feeling that this is going to end badly? Just me, huh?
It's not all bad, Varric.
Think of the stories you'd be able to tell later.
No offense, Daisy, but I could live without telling anyone we murdered you on some mountainside. It's a little hard to make that one sound.
Mythal, All-Mothers, protector of the people, watch over us, for the path we tread is perilous. Save us from the darkness, as you did before, and we will sing your name to the heavens. Sorry. I didn't mean to hold us. It's never wise to ignore Mythal.
Who or what is Mythal?
She's the protector, the mother of the creators, the one who put the moon in the sky, wisest of all the gods. When Elganon defeated his father, the sun, the earth was plunged into darkness. Everything was about to perish. Mythal appeared then, calmed Elganon, and restored the sun to the heavens. The people always looked to her for help.
There's no need to worry. Nothing will happen.
I hope not. But the people never neglect Mythal's shrines. It's dangerous. They say if Mythal smiles on you, then you need fear nothing at all. But those who anger her, they're struck from the earth, as if they never lived at all.
What should we be prepared for if something goes wrong?
I'm not entirely sure. I've never seen an abomination myself. The Keeper said they'd
So you want us to come and watch for something, but you don't know what?
It's just a precaution, Aveline. Nothing will go wrong.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Thought putting a demon in a cave on Sundermount was a good idea in the first place.
Where would you have put him?
To Winter, maybe? Or in the Anderfells? Further away from Kirkwall, that's for sure.
Something is wrong. This is where the spirit was bound. But now it feels... empty.
Who bound this demon here and why?
There was a war long ago, between my people and the Tevinter Imperium. After the Magisters sunk Arlathan, my people made a last stand here, fighting on the graves of our elders. I don't know if it was the Elvenan or Tevinter who bound the spirit, but he was left here from the war.
Maybe it freed itself.
It would have taken powerful magic to break him free of this prison. You couldn't just set him loose. Nobody could. Not without doing something terrible. This is very wrong.
It couldn't have just vanished. We'll track it down.
He shouldn't have been able to leave. What happened to him?
Why happened?
Keeper. What have you done?
The demon's plan was always for you to complete the mirror. It would have been a doorway out of this prison, and into our world. You would have been his first victim. I couldn't let that happen, Dalen.
You stopped it. You saved Merrill.
Not yet. The demon is still here. I couldn't fight it in the Fade while it was trapped. And I couldn't banish it without making it stronger. So, I made myself its prison. Kill me, and it dies too. Merrill will finally be safe.
No! You can't ask that. I won't do this.
You always knew your blood magic had a price, Dalen. I have chosen to pay it for you. Dareth Shira.
Traitor, may the Dreadwolf hunt you for the rest of your days.
I was trying to rebuild my life. Why did you have to come back and destroy it? We're cursed, the whole clan, and you brought this upon us. I couldn't let go of the pact.
Hide behind your roots and end your compromise as mortal. I will still destroy you.
Keeper. You've beaten it, Dalen. You are so much stronger than I imagined. The demon is dead.
Keeper,
Let's leave this awful place. The clan should hear the good news.
You told us that the demon was bound to your life. It would only die with you.
Irabalas, Keeper. Keeper! What have you done? I don't want this! I never wanted this! Creators, please let this be a bad dream! I'll wake up and feel like an idiot and she'll scold me for not listening.
You knew consorting with demons was dangerous. You knew people could get hurt, and you did it anyway.
If there was a price to pay, I should have paid it. She had no right to interfere.
She loved you, Merrill. She wanted to protect you.
Why couldn't she have believed in me? I don't know what to do now. I should go to the clan. Someone needs to know, needs to come and take care of her.
We know the Keeper came here. What's going on? Where is she?
Fenarel. The Keeper, she...
Look at her, Fenrir. She's covered in blood.
What have you done, Merrill? Keeper? Can you hear me?
She's dead.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her, you monster.
This was a tragedy. I promise you, I'll make sure no one else is hurt by Meryl's blood magic.
You expect us to take the word of a Shemlin?
Stand down, Aneria. She was our first once. The Keeper loved her. More than she loved the clan, it seems.
Fenrir, I'm sorry. I never wanted this. If I could have saved her, if I could have died instead, I would have.
Words are cheap. That you're still breathing says enough.
Enough, Aneria. Human, take Merrill away from here.
They'll never forgive me. If you weren't here, Hawke, they'd kill me.
Gone on 6 years in this place, and I still...
Is that music? Where is that coming from? Something in this house is restless. Where is that voice coming from?
What voice?
I can barely hear it. I wish I could.
I don't think I can do that.
In about 10 seconds, I'm just gonna smash everything in sight.
We're getting closer. I can... Look at this. My brother's junk was left here. You wouldn't know it, but Bartrand was a sentimentalist. This came from our estate in Orzammar. When I was 7, I knocked over one of Mother's plates and broke it. My brother yelled at me for an hour.
This was made by the artisans of House Saldras. The clay was from the Adros-Etuna River, which never sees the sun. Arr!
There's no way you're talking about the same Bartrand that I met.
Maker's truth. There were tears in his eyes. I never thought that was possible before. That stupid plate was the whole city of Orzammar to him.
Blessed Andraste.
This isn't being caused by some random artifact. The idol is still in the house, Hawke. It has to be.
I can't do that.
air is angry.
Tell me you heard that, Hawke.
I did.
You know, that didn't make me feel better.
Are you real? You've got to get out of here before it comes back.
Where's the idol?
What idol?
Don't waste my time with your lies. Tell me where it is.
Take it easy, Varric. She's telling us what she can.
She's hiding something, Hawke. Don't lie to me. I know it's here. You must have found it.
I swear, I don't know anything about an idol. Please. Maker, no! It's starting again!
Uh-oh. This is a piece of the idol. No, I should have known Bartrand would lie to me. Of course he'd keep a piece of the statue for himself. Think of what we could do with this.
I don't know about you, Varric, but I don't want to end up like Bartrand.
I'm not my brother, Hawke. The idol drove him crazy, but this is just one tiny piece. I need this thing. 6 years of my life have gone into this. The shard is my only hope of curing Bartrand. It's my only chance to set any of this right.
Listen to yourself, Varric. It's already controlling you. You have to let it go.
You're not listening, Hawke. I know I can handle this shard.
I'm worried, Varric. You're beginning to sound exactly like Bartrand.
Fine. I don't really want to argue about this anyway. Take it. It's your problem now. Maybe Enchantment Boy can dispose of the thing for you. Let's go. I think I could use some air.
I was speaking to Donick the other day.
Since when do you talk with my husband?
He comes to the mansion once a week. We play Diamondback.
What? Why am I not invited to these games?
He says you get...
Have you located any Canary blades?
This is what I've found.
If you find more, bring them to me.
You've returned.
Think you can do something with this sandal?
Is that lyrium? I've never seen anything like that.
It's dangerous. Varric suggested Sandal might be able to dispose of it.
I think my boy can do better than that.
Ooh, enchantments.
Like the shiny?
Donick will be on this route.
So, let's see what you require of your guards.
But don't get full of yourself.
I'm stuck. How many of you got? I'll bleed them!
Sirrah Hawke. Or is it always champion now? You're too much of a chameleon, my friend.
You made short work of this lot. This is common.
As common as I like. What's going on?
It's all right. Go ahead.
Every guard chooses the patrol they want. My wife promotes from the bold, not the reckless. Action is up, casualties are down. It is remarkable. As are you, love.
Thank you. That will do.
Another time, Sirrah Hawke. Safe travels.
That should be sufficient. Take that to the Templar.
Indeed. Let's go talk to Cullen.
Champion, and you are with the captain. None too happy about the accusations against her, I'm sure.
You could say that.
I saw no evidence to support the claims against her.
As I suspected.
Then why press this?
Some feel that the solution to the current crisis of leadership is to consolidate authority. As long as these complaints continue, baseless or not, they will serve as justification for eliminating the position of guard captain. It would be the simplest fix, whether or not I agree.
Perhaps I can reason with the people who are complaining about her.
If they meant to use reason, they would not be anonymous. But the complaints originate in Lowtown.
Guardsman Brennan is on that patrol. Why wouldn't she tell me of this?
I don't know, but I do apologize for the assumptions of this incident, guard captain. It has been unfortunate.
It's not done. To Lowtown, Hawke. I need to speak to Brennan.
Listen, Hawke. I don't know what came over me back there in Bartran's house. I'm glad you're watching my back.
You had me worried there.
You never have to worry about me, Hawke. What are you having? Edwina, let's get a couple of drinks here. Hawke? This is awkward.
You? At a loss for words? I should mark this down my calendar.
Enjoy this while it lasts. It might never happen again. Look, I just want to say, it has been an honor knowing you.
You're a good friend, Varric.
I know. It's hard to imagine what you'd do without me. You know, it's 6 years today. 6 years since I found you dragging your tail out of Bartran's office. Here's to whatever comes next.
I learned that the King of Ferelden loves cheese. He's one of us.
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Light
Guardsman! Why did a Templar have to tell me there is unrest in this district? What's going on?
Guardsman?
It's Captain Jevon. I didn't report his return because I'm ashamed for him. He's trying to rile the guards against you. But none of us will follow him. You lead better than he ever did.
We've made so many enemies. I don't remember him as that impressive.
He deserves to be forgotten. He abused his position and blamed me when we caught him.
He was well liked by some, but not once the truth was known.
We need to find him. Guardsman.
The guards will have nothing to do with him. So he found others. Militia. Mostly anti-Ferelden. The same kind who were against the Canary. I guess it's been long enough they've forgotten how many the Champion killed.
A rally against the tyranny of the Guard and foreigners who infest Kirkwall.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Return to the barracks. The rally is in Darktown, Hawke. I need to be there.
Going to have to do some shopping upstairs pretty soon.
The Champion? Here?
It's the Captain. Are we ready for this?
Too long, brave Kirkwall. You did not throw off all others only to fall under Ferelden influence. Leaderless, displaced, alien hands on the most basic authority. Foreign elite bleeding you.
Jevon! You disgrace yourself!
The Ferelden with the Orlesian name. Is there anyone else who so embodies how far this city has fallen?
This one is all yours, Captain.
Do they know how you sacrificed your men? How you alone disgraced your name?
bitch! You took everything from me!
You took it from yourself. The Guard know this, and none stand with you. He stands alone. This is no rebellion. It is delusion. A joke inflicted on Kirkwall, your home and mine.
I will not be left with nothing again.
No. You shall have less. You fool. Why would you do this? If I live to 100, I will never understand his kind. To the barracks, Hawke. My guardsmen will be waiting.
Be free down here, I guess.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Back to the barracks. I never tire of it. Jevon, son of a bitch. You build a good thing, work your hardest, and the past just claws at you.
Jevon failed before he started. You know this.
I do, and he doomed himself. But it smears all of the Guard. I wonder what I would do if my captain lost my respect.
Captain, we're waiting for orders.
Will you accept them?
May I speak freely? There isn't a man or woman here who wouldn't follow you through the void. Captain.
I'll take it. I need a moment, Hawke, but... there is something else. Come back and talk to me.
And so I said, it's a kingdom, and that makes him king. But it's also a country. I find interrogations are better as a two-way affair.
You have no sense in your head, none at all.
You're the real guardian of such things. Keep the bottle. Hawke?
Incorrigible. Utterly. Did you know I've been dead for 7 years? I got word last week. They only just sorted the casualties of Ostagar. The King has offered to reinstate the commission of any surviving officers who will return to Ferelden.
And?
And what?
Does this appeal matter? I thought you were sworn to Kaelan.
King Alistair has apparently become something of a sensation. A champion of hope. Regardless of who has the throne, I served Ferelden. The country survives, even if Kaelan didn't.
You brought it up. What's your decision?
It's been a strange time here in Kirkwall. Did Carver ever tell you about that last night at Ostagar? How it happened? I don't mean the betrayal. Everyone knows the signal went up and the flanking charge never came. But that moment when the tower lit and then... the fight just kept going. It was the oddest feeling. Hope answered with... nothing. I don't like the thought of going out with a whimper, Hawke. Not again.
Shock of shocks. You're staying.
You'd walk all over a new captain. I could never subject these men to that. Thank you for everything. I have so much because of you. I'm here for you, Hawke. And for myself.
Hello again, champion.
Thank you for coming, champion. Few will associate with me now that I am the focus of Meredith's ire, which leaves me in a difficult position. She is not entirely wrong.
Inform the criers. A miracle has occurred.
I know some of my people are using dangerous means to oppose her, but I cannot seek the Templars' aid without making every mage a target.
What are they doing?
All I know is numerous mages have left the Circle at night, sometimes for days at a time. I'd rather not follow our Knight Commander by leaping to the worst possible conclusion. But the idea of blood magic has crossed my mind.
You need some assistance against traitors in your ranks?
Traitors? Perhaps. Rebels? Certainly. I don't know if they seek congress with demons or merely a walk in the moonlight. All I know is that a meeting is happening tonight in Hightown. I would go myself, but should I leave the tower without permission, Meredith would call it proof of my involvement.
I'll see what they're up to. There's no point in involving the Templars.
Thank you. Your support has been a lifeline for me. For all of us. Just learn the nature of this meeting. You needn't interrupt unless you find proof of something sinister. I pray not. Or Meredith will have what she needs to justify the right of annulment.